This week on What the Net, the first reviews and reactions for the Joker movie have come out, and they're pretty damn good. Also, Matthew McConaughey, world-class actor, world-class Hollywood hunk, and now add Professor to that list. Let's break that down. Hello and welcome to What the Net, the weekly show that I do that talks about the things on the net that I want to talk about and you want to hear about. My name's Jake Mellor, and thanks for being here today. I'm kind of mixing up the formula this week. I'm trying something new. I'm trying to make it a lot shorter, tighter segments, and I'm also putting my movie reviews that usually come out on a Friday, and I'm putting them in with this show. But don't worry, if you want to watch just the reviews, I'm going to be re-uploading them as a separate video after the show, as well as putting them on all my socials, so make sure you check them out down below. Also, while you're down there, don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications, and like this video if you want to give it a like. It'd be much appreciated. So let's get into the first topic of the day. The Joker movie's just been released at the Venice Film Festival, and the reviews are awesome. Not just awesome, they're exactly what I wanted to hear. The film doesn't come out for another month, October 4th, so pin that down in your diary if you're ready for it. But I'm really excited for these reviews. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to read out a couple of the popular reviews from the people that I like to hear from, and just to kind of show the overall vibes that are coming out from the Venice Film Festival. So firstly, Variety says, many have asked, and with good reason, do we need another Joker movie? Yet what we do need, badly, are comic book films that have a gravitas, that unfold in the real world, so that there's something more dramatic at stake than whether the film's question is going to rack up $1.5 billion worldwide. Joker manages the nimble feat of telling the Joker's origin story as if it was unprecedented. Empire, 5 out of 5 stars. Bold, devastating, and utterly beautiful. Todd Phillips and Joaquin Phoenix have not just reimagined one of the most iconic villains in cinema history, but reimagined the comic book movie itself. Collider says, if you're going into Todd Phillips' Joker movie expecting to see a number of costumed heroes joking around between massive action set pieces, you need to adjust your settings. That's because Phillips has crafted an intimate standalone character study that's extremely influenced by another era of filmmaking. From the way the opening credits play to the final frames of the movie, Phillips has taken the colourful comic book movie to the dirty, gritty streets of the late 1970s with fantastic results. Trust me, you have never seen a comic book movie like Joker, and I'm not sure we'll get one like this again. And just for a bit of contrast in there, the worst one I found was IndieWire. They rated it a C+, and they said, by the time the end comes into its cute old-timey font, Joker is neither a game changer, nor just another day in Chuckletown. It's both. It's good enough to be dangerous, and bad enough to demand better. It's going to turn the world upside down and make us all hysterical in the process. For better or worse, it's exactly the movie the Joker would want. So this pretty much says to me that, yeah, it's a comic book movie, but it's really just a good movie. It says that Joaquin Phoenix, as the Joker, plays a great part. It says that Todd Phillips, as the director, really pushes it in a certain direction. And overall, it has its own unique and distinct flair. And from reading that, the closest thing that I can think about is the movie Logan. And yes, it was a comic book movie, but it really focused on the unique traits that made Wolverine, and it was a character study. And just like the Joker that I'm presuming they're going to present wouldn't fit into a post-apocalyptic world like in Logan, I don't think Logan would fit into the world of the Joker. And I think that's why I'm excited for this movie, is they're going to create their own unique world. And with inspirations from Martin Scorsese with The King of Comedy, Goodfellas, all those movies, I am so excited, and these reviews have only made my anticipation go through the roof. But let me know down below in the comments, now that you've seen the final trailer, you're seeing these reviews come out, are you guys excited for this movie? Because I am bloody excited. And so now we're going to give my quick review on the movie of the week, and if I think you guys should see it. So let's do this. Okay, so this movie that I'm talking about this week is called The Kitchen. If you don't know what The Kitchen's about, it stars Melissa McCarthy, Tiffany Haddish, and Elizabeth Moss. They play gangsters' wives in Hell's Kitchen, New York in the late 1970s. When the gangsters go off to prison, they're kind of left to pick up the pieces, and they take matters into their own hands, becoming gangsters themselves, which in the late 70s was kind of not really heard of. I mean, I guess you've got Bonnie and Clyde, so maybe I'm wrong with that. Anyway, all you guys want to know is, was it good or was it bad? And that's a bit of a grey area, but I'm going to lean towards the bad. We've got 2 comedic actors and 1 dramatic actor. And I was a bit skeptical, especially about Tiffany Haddish playing in a drama crime film, because I haven't really seen her do anything serious yet. And you know what surprised me? they were actually the best part of the movie. The acting was really, really good, especially Elizabeth Moss, but I thought all three of them really meshed and gelled together. They all brought their own unique flair and talents to the role, and their characters, I think, were written well enough that they had their own unique stories to tell. And I think that was in part to the relationship that they had with their husbands. The aesthetics and the style looked very good. And when I say style, I want to clarify that it's only really the style of the settings and the scenery and the mise-en-scène, because that brings me to the bad. And the actual style, creatively, of the film was very bland. It didn't really have a good, compelling story, and it didn't really go anywhere direction-wise. It was kind of a bunch of jumbled scenes that didn't really mesh together like the acting did. And so overall, it really left a bit of a bad taste in my mouth. Maybe because I could see the potential that was there, but I just wanted more out of the movie. And so that's my quick thoughts on the film. And so should you see it? If you like the actresses or you like crime stories, but you're going into it knowing that it's not going to be anything that's going to blow you away, and you're just looking for something to pass the time, I'd recommend it. But I'd recommend it going in saying it's not the best movie. But that's just my thoughts. Alright, so that's the movie of the week. Would you guys still want to see it after that review? Are you more, I prefer to watch Spider-Man or Hobbs and Shaw or something like that again? Or are you more like, you know what, I'm going to stay home instead, not go to the movies at all? Let me know down below. And so now for our final topic of the day. Matthew McConaughey. And as I said in my intro, Hollywood hunk, check. Oscar winner, check. And now, Professor, check. So where this is all coming from is Matthew McConaughey, over the years, has been doing kind of relief work, I guess, and he's been at the University of Texas, you know, helping out around campus, I guess. And so now he's got a full-time position as a professor. Professor in film, by the way. It's not like a science major or maths or, you know, he's not teaching history. Although that would be alright. And so the university is the University of Austin, Texas. And this kind of brings a bigger question to me, because I was recently talking to a friend about, is the reconnaissance over? What's the reconnaissance, you might be asking? You gotta remember, before I think 2010, he was kind of just known as the Hollywood hunk who's in romantic comedies and things like that. Fool's Gold, you know, you get it. And then he did a movie called The Lincoln Lawyer. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I loved it. And then he did a movie called Killer Joe. Awesome movie. Then he did a movie called Mud. Again, great. And then after that, it all kind of came to a peak with the Dallas Buyers Club, which he won his Academy Award for. Now, after that, he did a movie called Interstellar, but I kind of feel that after Interstellar, all of his movies just went downhill. He released movies like Gold, White Boy Rick, The Dark Tower, The Beach Bum. All, not good. And so for me, I kind of thought that, what's he gonna do if he can't get back onto that acting plateau? And I'm not saying that he's not getting work, and I'm not saying that he's not a good actor. He's a great actor. I'm just saying maybe he wants to take a bit of a break. And it seems that's what he's going to be doing. He's going to be taking a bit of a break, working at the University of Austin, Texas. And let me tell you, I can see the attendance being at an all-time high. Tutoring, one-on-one, I can see people wanting to be recommending it. And from what I've heard, Matthew McConaughey seems pretty passionate and knows what he's doing. He's had a bit of experience, and now he wants to do it full-time. And as I said before, I'm sure he thinks that's alright. Damn, that was not a good McConaughey impression. So anyway, what do you guys think about that? There's not much to think about, but if you're excited, or maybe you want to go to the University of Texas now, let me know down below in the comments. And do you think that any of those movies that I thought were horrible were good? And do you think any of those movies I thought were good were bad? Let me know down below. So this is the part where we come to the end of my show. It's where you subscribe, it's where you like, you turn on notifications and ring that bell. Make sure you follow my socials, and I hope you've enjoyed all the videos that have been coming out. If you want to see my vlogs, I'm going to be moving them to a second channel. I'm going to link it below, so make sure you go check that out. I hope you guys have a great week, and as always, whatever your passion, work hard and be lucky.